Hi, I'm Dana Obleman. This video is for my free sleep course for babies 4 to 6 months right here on YouTube. If you feel like you could use more guidance, then check out Sleep Sense Plus. The link is in the description below.
Good morning. Well, we are officially 1 week into the Sleep Sense program, and I do hope you've been able to drink that bottle of champagne. Now, let's talk about something that shows up a lot in this first week, and you've probably already had it and wondered, what am I going to do about this? And it's an early morning wake up. It's a 5 a.m. wake up or even earlier. Well, there's a couple of reasons why this is happening. One is that it takes time for the body to learn to consolidate nighttime sleep. I mean, even for yourself, now that you're getting better quality sleep at night, it takes our bodies time to get used to this. So what's happening for your baby is that they're putting the pieces together and things are coming along relatively quickly when you think it's only been a week, but it's still not quite there yet. And so what tends to happen is that first chunk of sleep is what consolidates into the full night. So baby went down at 7 and has slept all the way to 4:30. That's really good for her. She's never done that before. Her body's getting used to consolidating this great big piece of sleep. That's really great and we're celebrating, but she's getting kind of stuck here at this 4:30, 5 o'clock window. And for her little body, this is the best sleep she's ever had. So she's feeling pretty good and ready to go and thinking it's time to get up. It's not quite enough sleep though, as you've probably noticed. When you get her up then, she's just kind of grouchy and wants to go back to sleep an hour later. So I always suggest to people that they pick a minimum. What is the earliest you're willing to start your day? And my advice is 6 a.m. I do not think that anybody needs to, nor should be, starting their day much before 6 a.m. So you need to hang on to your minimum. That is the earliest you're going to get her up. If she wakes up at 4:30 or 5, you just treat it like a nighttime wake up. You go in, you resume your spot in the chair, you say your key phrase until she goes back to sleep, or it's now after 6 and you're thinking, well, let's just go ahead and get up and start our day. That's very typical. There's a few other little reasons why she might be stuck in an early morning wake up. One is environmental noise. The sleep that we do in those hours, all of us, it's very light. We do most of our, not most, but we do a lot of REM sleep in those early morning hours, and REM sleep is really light. So it's very easy to wake a baby at that hour. So things like the furnace cutting in, the garbage truck going by, the crows chirping outside the window, any of those little things, your husband getting up for work, any of those little things can cause a wake up. So you want to minimize it, right? What are we going to do? I can remember with my first son, I made my husband, like, he wasn't even allowed to go to the bathroom or brush his teeth. He had to leave the house to go to the gym without doing anything because it would wake up our son. So troubleshoot, what can we do to drown some of this out? White noise machine is a great option. If you've got environmental noise going on, just run a white noise machine in there that can help. Another thing is brightness. So if the sun starts to come up at that hour, even a little bit, the slightest change in lighting will stimulate a wake up in just about everybody, and more importantly, our babies. And again, if she's had 10.5 hours of nighttime sleep, she's probably feeling like it's time to get up now. I'd like to start this day. So we've got to block out any kind of light completely. Again, not pretty, but just covered so that it does not stimulate her wake up. And then we wait. We'll give this another week or two. It'll come around. It's kind of the last piece of the puzzle that falls into place. You know, celebrate success, right? We've come this far. We just have to get that last little bit. So you're just going to hang in there, stick to your minimum, and wait this out and see if it doesn't show up. One thing to keep in mind, if you go too soon with the nap, if you get her up at 6, but she's been awake since 5, and you put her back to bed basically right after the feed, she won't realize that it's morning. She'll think that was just a night feed, and that's kind of what you'll get stuck in. So she'll wake up at 5, have a quick feed, go back to bed, finish the night. So we want to stick to our minimum. If you're not offering nighttime feeds anymore, then we can't give it here either, because that tends to just make us go earlier and earlier. 5 o'clock feed becomes a 4 o'clock feed, becomes a 3 o'clock feed. Now we're back into middle of the night feeds again. So just hang in there. All right, going into night 8. Good luck, everybody, tonight. See you tomorrow.